Sure you get my good side.
Just make sure there's no
Yeah, there you go.
hair flying
Yeah.
around.
Okay, so I've learned from the one of the company that I work that every time we always say good morning, regardless what part of the day. And I think working in this company for 5 years, it delivers me to the same path. My boss said, the CEO, because he is not a morning person. So he sometimes comes like noontime or afternoon, and then he will come and said like, good morning, everyone. And it's like, it's not morning, sir. Like, we always wonder. And then he said like, I'm not a morning person, but it doesn't matter. When I say good morning, it means our energy is a morning energy. So good morning, everyone. And I really do appreciate you coming for this, being generous of your time, so I can present the assignment that I submitted to my professor, Anne Robbins. So my name is Regema Morrison, just for the record. And you all call me Gem. I work in a long-term care facility in Kipling Integrated Health Center as an activity coordinator, but currently I'm off from work and I wanted to finish my therapeutic recreation diploma program under Saskatchewan Polytechnic and Saskatoon campus. So I think we already get warmed up, and I welcome you formally for our leisure education program, which is building resiliency through leisure activity. So our goal at the end of this program is to leave this building empowered adults, as an empowered adults who understands the importance of leisure in developing resiliency as a tool for mental well-being. Okay, so I hope you are all warm and not cold. I have a pen and a paper in there, but before we do that, I'd like to let you know that we are going to participate in a leisure education that identifies resilience as one of the skills developed in leisure pursuits, which is an important tool for our mental well-being. So we already know that our mental well-being is very important, especially for us. I think women are more on in the aspects of mental well-being because our life is more complex than men. We take care of the kids, and if you are retired, you are not on your normal or regular habits, like after retiring from work, right? And then being a full-time mom, you have more complex responsibilities. So that's why when I proposed this assignment, my population that I submitted is adult women. Let us begin with a fun activity. I'm looking forward to do these activities with you guys of introducing ourselves. So I know we already know each other's name, but we will introduce our name and we will pick a letter from your name and use that letter to define word resilience in a different word. So think about what resilience means to you. Pick a letter from your name and present it and introduce yourself. I'll give you a little time.
Can I look it up on Google?
You want us to write
What's
it
the
down?
definition?
No, you can stand
just-
up. Yeah.
What is the definition in the dictionary of resilience? I mean, I'm not.
I don't have my phone.
Here, I got it here.
So anything, what you think, there's no right or wrong answer in this.
Okay.
So what comes into
What
your
is it?
mind when you hear the word resilience, whatever word it is.
I
So
have one. I'm Amanda, and D in Amanda for determination, because when you're resilient, you're determined to do something and you see it through.
thank you. So that's one too. Like, I mean, after you say a word, like
Yeah.
what Amanda did, you explain why you picked that word. Thank you, Amanda.
Cheryl, the R in Cheryl for recover from difficult situations.
Thank you.
My name is Doreen, and the N is for not giving up.
Good. Really good. Like, thank you.
Nothing's coming.
Okay, I'll do mine while waiting for Helena. So, Gem, I'll pick E maybe, like elastic. Bends, it bends. Well, I knew about this, so I researched a little bit.
Well, the only word that came to me without using any other letters would be O. I tend to be observant, so I will observe everything that's going on, and then have a sense or feeling that I can, participate or move forward.
Helena?
That is my name.
Yeah.
I know.
Anything for H? Hopeful? Yeah. That's what I have in mind actually, Helena.
I was gonna
H.
say hungry.
That's
H for hopeful. So thank
Okay,
you. That is
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah. So we kind of knew resilience a bit by identifying letters and sharing. That's really beautiful. So resilience is the ability to adapt to challenging circumstances. And resilience, also this program is very special to me, especially with the storm that happened to the Philippines right now. It reminds me how when you see Facebook and anything on the news, you will see Filipinos still smiling while they are going through. That is for me the picture of resilience there. Going through difficult, challenging times, but still being able to smile. So it is the ability to get back on your feet without feeling frustrated or disappointed when you tripped over. It's like when you kick your foot and it's like, oh, I kicked my foot. I can always compare being resilient to a bamboo tree. I don't know if you've seen a bamboo tree. So the bamboo tree is really abundant in Southeast Asia and is used for many purposes, including building homes and bridges. When we're about to go to the Philippines, like every night, Chris would look in the map and just like would wake me up and said, "Hey, how come there's houses in here? There's no even a market or a mall or a building. How does people build houses in there? Why do people exist in these small islands?" So bamboo is the one that we use for building houses in the Philippines. We don't have concrete or anything, especially in the rural areas. And also building bridges, so for them to cross one river to the other or one island to the other. So it needs the bamboo to grow 130 feet tall to serve its purpose. But you know that Southeast Asia has always been in storms and strong winds. The bamboo adapts to that situation, so it bends when it faces strong winds, but then it goes back tall. So resiliency is required for this bamboo tree to serve its purpose. It's also required for us to achieve our goals. Because if we face difficulties and if we're not being able to bend and we're not being able to stand up again, then how can we achieve our purpose? By looking at our leisure activity, we will identify how it effectively helps us to be resilient. So I forgot to say that I have 3 objectives in this program, and every after objective I will have 5 minutes break so that the video will not be too long, but now that I remember. Okay, so we develop resiliency from leisure activities. This skill is developed through small incremental wins by consistently engaging in leisure activities. Before we started, we shared what leisure activities each one of us enjoyed. And Helena, when you said that you love walking, is there any point in time when you go for a walk that like, I don't feel like walking today? Is there kind of time that you feel that way?
No.
That's good.
I can just pick up and go.
That's good. That is really good. So there are times that we don't have or we face barriers for us to accomplish our leisure activity. But being able to win over in that barriers or face that barriers, I will give a specific example. This person has lost his leg and he loves to play basketball. So playing basketball is his life. Now that he lost his leg, how will he be able to accomplish his leisure activity? So that is where resiliency comes. He has to adapt to whatever available equipment or resources around for him to be able to do something that he enjoys. So winning over small challenges over time gives us confidence and strength to face bigger challenges. So Helena, you said, sorry, I'm not picking on you. So Helena, because you said that you don't have that feeling that, oh, I don't feel like walking today, and you love walking, it means, how do you measure your growth on your leisure? Like, do you like, okay, today I will walk, tomorrow it's gonna be cold. So I think that's one of the barriers too. Like tomorrow it's gonna be cold.
You just have to dress accordingly. Or if it's gonna rain, you just take your umbrella.
That's good. Good to hear. That is an inspiration for me. Okay, so feel free to facilitate in these questions that I will throw in you guys. So when you face challenges, how do you cope? Helena doesn't see it as a challenge, like go. So anybody facing challenges, and how do you cope?
Maybe time. If I don't have enough time to do the thing I want to do, I have to remind myself maybe I want to do it and say I'm just going to make the time over here because it's important.
Make commitments and adjust. Okay. Are there any circumstances in your life that you needed to be resilient? Like when you said that we have described such resiliency, what time in your life that you needed to be never give up, to be hopeful, to be forgot your word, Cheryl. Recover, yeah, and observe, and determine, yeah. So is there any circumstances in your life that you need to use those?
I think especially as a woman with children,
I was going to say,
there's lots of times where you have to overcome difficult situations or difficult things that are happening in your life, especially around the children.
And how can being resilient help you in facing complex challenges?
You just don't give up. You just keep trying more solutions. If the first time it didn't work, then you adjust and try something different. And that doesn't work, then try something else. Like you just keep going.
The word that popped into my mind, I was going to share just sort of a personal story that was tragic, but in the thinking of it, it was really, there was a time that there was nothing that we could do any further. We could lose ourselves in the whole experience, or we could let it go. And at one point, I was asked by a manager to let something go that I thought I was very passionate about and trying to do it. And if somebody had said let it go 20 or 30 years ago, I might have taken it as they weren't hearing me, or they weren't acknowledging that I was in distress over this. But the moment that person said you can let that go, it freed me from having to, what I was thinking was my priority did not have to be, like they did not see it the same way. And by doing that, in terms of resiliency, I could feel myself just actually release. And so at times where this circumstance was very tragic, I ended up using the word observe, that I feel like came to me today was I probably did stand back and just be the observant person in that situation. This is interesting information.
Thank you for
that's coming
sharing,
through.
Carol. So I have learned that through that, in that complex circumstances, resilience help you get freedom and helps you simplify things. And so it's lighter for you.
You didn't have to carry it.
So we get to know the resilience deeper. As I said, I have a sticky notes in there. We have a little bit of that activity that we did. We knew a little bit resilience. Now I want us to have a deeper thought of knowing resilience is. So I think I have 5 post-it notes. Feel free to grab one, and then there's a pen. So each participant will write a statement so a while ago we used one word only. This time I want you to have a statement, one statement that you think best define resilience or best describe a resilient person. I will give you a minute to think and another minute to write it down. There's no wrong or wrong answer here. And then after you write, and if you're done, would you mind sticking your answers in here? Or you can pass it on to me if you want. I think I like the feeling when you post it too.
Okay. I hope you're right about writing.
I can.
Sometimes I can't. I lost my train of thought.
Well, I didn't write very much.
Powerful.
Thank you. Well, that didn't take a minute. Very, very good. So I'll just read. Finding a way no matter what. Being resilient is when you can power through and overcome obstacles without giving up. Help me. A resilient person is someone that in the face of a challenge will sort, research, search, explore ways to change it into a positive learning experience. Person who has the mental capacity to withstand or overcome difficult times. A person that's hopeful, does not give up, and believes it will all work out. Okay, so with that sharing of our answers, feel free to respond to my questions. What are the most common attributes we have gathered from this definition? Not giving up.
Perseverance.
Sorry?
Perseverance.
Perseverance. What kind of emotions do resilient people convey? Emotions. Positive emotions. Hopeful. Determination. Strength. Yeah. Is it the kind of emotions you would like to show when you face your rough times?
Yes.
Does this help you understand the effect of resilience on people? does this help you understand the effect of resilience on people? And will you be able to identify a resilient people from a not resilient people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably more positive outlook and more
And,
hopeful outlook.
yeah, I mean, I think what caught me first though is that the original feeling that you might have had in the face of something is that that might not be shown to others.
Right.
You will show the positive piece to others, but you may have already experienced the loss or sadness or no one's seeing that, so you're looking resilient, maybe that's.
We should
Delicate
try
and
to use that word.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time is the time that we can access our phone. We will be taking a test for your resiliency skills inventory. It is designed to gauge your resilience, although this test will not be used for any medical diagnosis. It's just for us to have a knowledge through answering those questions. So I'll give you a minute or two.
So we can't very much share this, can we?
Yes, you only have to answer. Then if you want, after you,
Oh,
Alina
okay.
can do.
She'll do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just go to the questions, or what do I do with the
Yeah.
3 minutes?
So, yeah, go. Oopsie. There
Oh, I
you
see,
go.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I said I'm gonna bring an extra iPad, but we forget about it. Because I should be taking mine too.
Ah.
I think there's 20 questions in there.
Oh my god, I didn't come here to get
So
stressed
we're
out.
gonna be tested and you did.
They're not that
Go
hard.
for your walk first.
Sure don't have to entertain your little girl.
It's really good.
She's very entertaining.
I got my score. Is that yours?
Mm-hmm. In the middle.
That's okay. I don't really need to look. I just.
Okay, do I get scores?
Yeah.
And Helena can have it?
Yes.
Okay,
And then.
you want to go
Uh,
I'll just listen to it.
Yeah, I'll continue and then.
That's
for- It won't take long.
Or dance,
Or dance? Oh, yeah, I gotta send it.
There's no typing. Just a little percentage.
Okay, there you go.
What happened, right?
Well, Helena
There's
is
the-
finishing.
Not that I saw.
We'll give Helena some time to finish hers.
Sure.
We'll go for a walk.
Okay.
Are you going to keep playing for your rosary even in winter?
We will. Unless the
It's
weather's
really-
bad,
yeah.
but yeah, we try to. Yeah. If you wanna join us, we'll leave you on
Yes,
our group text, and if you're.
yeah, just
decide to
leave
go.
me in there.
Okay. We had Margie and forget her name, I always forget it. It's one of the two ladies that join us later.
Arlene.
Arlene, why do I forget her name all? And Graham was there for a little while.
You save your result, Amanda?
I think so.
I sent it to myself.
Oh, I didn't look at my.
Do we send them in?
Oh, I've seen you have a very high score.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're using that as part of your study?
No, we're good.
Okay,
It's
no.
more of a process.
It's a personal.
Yeah.
No, I guess I didn't save it. It didn't email the results, it just emailed the link.
Mm.
Do you need the results from
Mhm.
No.
Maybe I'll just throw some questions. So, how does knowing your resiliency inventory make you feel about yourself regards to resiliency, Amanda?
It's kind of what I thought. Some things are like I'm good at setting goals or wanting to reach goals, but sometimes, yeah, if something happens and the opposite of what is supposed to happen happens, sometimes I get stopped for a minute. Stops me.
Cheryl, how does it make you feel knowing your resiliency inventory?
I didn't think the number would be that high, honestly. I don't know, I guess just the more things you have to overcome, the more resilient you become. I think you learn to let it kind of roll off your back sometimes when you've been through through some rough things, then other things that might be a roadblock to a lot of people, just kind of whatever, it's just another thing to deal with. So you become more resilient.
My next question would be, is there anybody who wants to share what do they think about knowing their resiliency inventory?
I wasn't surprised. I think I find it, you pick your battles, like don't sweat the small stuff, and then you have energy or whatever to take care of the bigger things, I guess. I don't know.
Helena?
What was the question?
Okay, do you think you are resilient enough,
If you look at your
or you need to work more on that skill?
No, I do the best I can at the moment or at the time, and the rest will come, you know, depending on the situation and whatever it is.
Would you like to achieve smaller wins consistently and knowing that it will develop your stamina to win bigger challenges along the way? I like what Cheryl had said, that like the challenges you face and you overcome it, you're getting used to it. So that is what leisure activity does to you when you consistently do your leisure activity, because you face challenges when you do your leisure activities or whatever you do. But those smaller wins consistently builds your stamina for you to be ready for bigger challenges. So for our conclusion for our objective 1, knowing the definition and importance of resilience is the key for us to realize the importance of leisure activities. Our smaller wins in achieving our leisure activities can actually take us to overcoming bigger challenges than we can imagine. Just like think about if walking is not in the picture, if walking the dog is not in the picture, if what you're doing, watching your hand is not in the picture, what your resiliency will be. We also knew that resilient people have the ability to find humor, positivity. In difficult times, they are happy, they're less stressed, they're energized, they're more focused, they're more determined, they never give up, and much more. And these are all positive emotions we develop from our successful pursuit of our leisure activities. That's for the objective one. I'm just gonna give 5 minutes a bit because I don't think I can.